Talk a little bit about your win over Western State last week. Kind of a gritty game. You kind of had to play with a few men down. What was it? What did it do to the character of your program?
Well, I give credit to Western State. They came and played and did a great job, and we were able to take the opening drive and go 80-some yards and march down there, and that kind of set the tempo, and we were able to get up 7-0, and our defense, only limited a couple big plays, and they played really well, and we were able to control the clock. So I'm really happy with that. Weather was not the best. It was snowing, or it had snowed, and the field was mushy, and the wind. So that was all a factor in that, but I'm sure glad we came out of there with a victory.
Talk a little bit about Cameron McDonald and the job he's done as a freshman, and the continued just absolute great play of your offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line has been really consistent throughout the year, and for us to be as balanced as we are in offense, I think it's really a combination of what everybody's done together, and our offensive line is the big foundation of that. Our quarterback Ross has played well all year, and having Cameron step up when you've had 2 injuries at the tailback spot is pretty special.
You guys obviously have a bye week this week. Do you think it's good or bad to have a week off? I mean, I know your team's a little bit banged up. Is it going to be good to get them healthy, or do you want to keep on playing?
No, I really want to keep everybody healthy, and we're going into this thing and try to get everybody healthy so we can make a run at the playoffs. But that's yet to be determined because we are pretty beat up. But the reality of it, we don't have a choice. We're going to be playing next Saturday, and we're really looking forward to trying to win some playoff games.
And just how is the health of your team? Are guys starting to come back? Are they starting to practice? Still a little bit banged up? Or?
I think we'll be pretty close to having everybody ready next week. But right now, if we had to play a game, there might be 2 or 3 kids that wouldn't play.
What do you kind of do during a week like this when you don't have the game? I mean, I know you're going to play one of 2 teams. Are you scouting them? Are you going out to see them? What do you do during the week?
What we use this week for is to really lay the foundation for our young players, to lay them the base of what they're going to do through the spring football. Get a few reps for those guys that have been going through it for 12, 13 weeks now, and mainly to get some rest, but get the young kids ready to go, and really looking forward to trying to go compete next Saturday.
And Coach, what do you know so far about Indianapolis and Midwestern State? Have you scouted them at all? You going through your game plans, anything like that?
Both of them are very good football teams. Indianapolis is more like us. I think the way they run the ball offensively and the way they throw it. Midwestern is really a good football team. They are very talented up front. They have a quarterback that makes it go. They have 2 really good running backs. Defense is very sound. They're well coached. So our work's going to be cut out.
In your opinion, do you think this year's team's more prepared for the playoffs than last year's team, or do you think?
I think our team this year is much more prepared. I think the newness of just being in the playoffs last year has really helped us through this season, because there's some guys that really want to make sure that we go win playoff games and have a chance to go compete with the very best.
You guys had 8 first-team All-RMAC players. Just talk a little bit about that and what that means to the program.
Well, I think it's really special to have individual awards, but in all reality, all those individual awards are all team awards. And for us to have that many first-team guys, and it's a combination of this program versus those individuals. Now, those individuals helped with what they did, but they need some help with their teammates, and I think they'll be the first ones to recognize that.